Hey guys, it's Stacey with Chapter Chick. Yeah, I have a huge book haul. It's over 40 books and I'm going to call this book haul Death by Book Haul. And a Death by Book haul just means it's more than 40 books. I actually already filmed the book haul, so this intro, it's later in the day, the background is different. Just got a couple more books that I wanted to throw in there with the intro. Don't worry, this lighting's not going to last very long. It will change here in a second, so moving on. It's Press Penny by Steve Manchester. It's about a boy and a girl named Rick and Abby, and they fall in love at a very early age, but then they are ripped apart as teenagers and then they move on with their lives, and in their 30s I believe they are thrown back together. So this is the love story between those two. Last Policeman trilogy by Ben Winters. The first one is called The Last Policeman. The second one is called Countdown City. And the third one is called World of Trouble. The policeman, and he still investigates crimes even though the impact of the comet is going to hit in 6 months. On to better lighting. Mount Oliphant. This is the graphic novel that my cousin Christina Skelly illustrated. I was here when she was doing some of the illustrations. I peeked over her shoulder because I wanted to be like, that illustration was drawn at my house. And this is the panel right here, this little forest that was drawn at my kitchen table. Shakespeare, The Empire Strikes Back. This is written by Ian Doster. That is Beauty from Ashes, and it's by Eugenia Price. The character's name is Anna, and she has lost her husband and her daughter. Her son is getting drafted into the war, and I guess it's set in the South when the war is going on, so can't wait to read that one. I got another Charlie Brown book. I love Charlie Brown. Talk is Cheap, Charlie Brown by Charles M. Schulz. So I also picked me up some manga. I really want to get into this stuff. I really haven't yet. So a girl at the yard sale was selling some of her copies, and she said these two series were really good. Unfortunately, neither one of these are book one in either of these series, so I now have to find those. So the first one is Good Luck. This is book 2 in Good Luck. Ooh, I should put it this way. Book 4 and 5 in the Godchild series is Congo by Michael Crichton. This one I've been waiting for a long time, and I got it at the library sale, so yay! Team of scientists, I think there was 8 of them, mysteriously and brutally die in a matter of minutes in the Congo, and it just kind of focuses around that. The African Queen by C.S. Forrester, and I don't know what it's about because there's no synopsis, but I just love the leather-bound beauty of this book, so I want to give it a try. This one I picked up solo because I thought the cover was gorgeous. This is Firethorn by Sarah Micklem. This book is about a girl named Firethorn, like a healer, and she escapes slavery just to end up in a military encampment to where she is enslaved again, and it's just kind of her story from there. Beautiful hardback edition of Charlene Harris's Dead Ever After. And this follows the Sookie Stackhouse series. Stephen King's Everything's Eventual. This is 14 Dark Tales, so it's not really one story, it's just a collection of stories. And I have still yet to read a Stephen King novel. I know, but look how pretty this cover is. There's like blood all over the champagne glass, or the champagne glass. It's really cool looking. So again, it was only $1 at the public library, so I love it. Treasury of Great Mysteries. Just a bunch of mystery stories. It's just a collection of them. Very, very thin paper. You can see it's like ripping everywhere. This is where I just ripped it. I just did this damage right here. It's going on the shelf where it's going to be well protected, and I'm going to stop touching it. Witch Week by Diana Wayne Jones. I got it because it sounds very Harry Potter-ish. School of Wizards, but this is just School of Witches. It sounds very middle grade, and there's a note being passed around the classroom that one of them might be burned at the stake. For some reason, I'm really into the 60s, 70s covers. I really like this cover. I think it's really adorable. And I found a 1924 lab manual for general chemistry. I'm not having a good hair day. Like, what? Why? Why? You go over there. Maybe that will help. Is that helping? A little bit. So I got me a copy of The Godfather by Mario Puzo. I love the Godfather movies. I love the Godfather video games. I love The Godfather. So to see this beautiful edition of The Godfather in the sale at the library for $1, I steamrolled some people because I seen it across the room. I'm like, nobody's getting that edition, especially Jessica, before I do. So I won. The Day Satan Called by Bill Scott. So this radio announcer gets a call one day from a little girl who says she's being kidnapped by a witch coven, and what else happens? Oh, then an inhuman voice all of a sudden bursts from her mouth, so you can tell that she's possessed by demons. Jessie actually read this already and she said it wasn't as good as it sounds, because it sounds really good, but she says it kind of so, but I'm still really looking forward to reading it. So I got another type of ology book type thing. It is the Case Files of Sherlock Holmes as written by Dr. John Watson. I'm ready to read the the Sherlock Holmes series, and this book was on sale. I think it was like $5, and in it, like, here's the Hounds of Bakersville, and in it, it's got like an envelope that's got additional evidence in it, and it's like a companion. So I thought it'd be really fun to read along with the Sherlock Holmes series. I'm a rusty booktuber. I need to get back on it. Seriously. Little Liars, book 1 by Sarah Shepard. Surprisingly enough, I still have not bought or read the Pretty Little Liars series. Even though this one has a mysterious stain at the top, I'm still really happy with this edition. You probably already know what this book's about. I have the urge so many times when I'm booktubing to throw the book out of frame when I'm done talking about it. And every single time I have to resist the urge because I know it will damage the book. But oh, I'm just going to do it one time. I'm just going to give it a little toss because I am on the couch. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm never doing it again. Who knew Cold Mountain was a book? I didn't. I mean, maybe some part of me did know it was a book because every great movie that I love is usually a book that I then cannot read because I already watched and loved the movie, and I hate reading something after I've already watched the movie. Anything set in that time period that has to do with Civil War and love, I'm there. I'm there. So I will be there soon. Okay, I'm just going to tell one short story. So you guys could either say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that either, or oh my gosh, I cannot believe how dumb she is. The other day, me and my father, we have a lot of bets that go on and usually I win. Usually I win, I'm not gonna lie. But this time I lost. Nuclear is not a word. Who knew that? Nuclear is a mispronunciation of nuclear. It's really nuclear war. Nuclear war. That's how you're supposed to, not nuclear. Nuclear is not a word. It's just, like, mind blown. I'm like, I even spelled it out for him and everything. I'm like, Dad, you're wrong. It's not nuclear. Who's going to be afraid of a nuclear war? Nobody. It's nuclear war. But no, it's not a word. Another one of my favorite movies, Forrest Gump by Winston Groom. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I mean, the movie to me is just so epic. Such an epic movie. Love it. I can watch it over and over and over again. And this is only 241 pages. For some reason, I don't think Forrest Gump can be justified in only 241 pages. The Hangman's Daughter. Again, I'm loving these covers today. I don't know what it is. I'm just like being reintroduced to them. They've been sitting in a bag for 6 months and I'm like, hello cover. This is about the Hangman's Daughter. Obviously. There has been a drowning in this village. A little boy is washed up on shore and he has the mark of the witch. So they suspect that there is a witch in town. Her father is responsible for torturing town's midwife, torturing her until she confesses to being a witch. So his daughter and her suitor want to go find the true killer so this will stop. But yeah. Witches and all that stuff. I'm so into that. Sea, the Titanic, the unsinkable undead. Zombies on the Titanic. I mean, come on. I love mashups like this. I think they're hilarious. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I think that's it. By Mark Hayden. This is a very popular book. Everyone knows about it, but I never got around to getting it. It's a weird, like, adventure story about a guy who investigates the suspicious death of the neighborhood dog. The Fallen Kingdom by Morgan Rhodes. This one was a new release when I bought it, but that was several months ago. Like a Game of Thrones feel to it, but for the YA world. There's 4 kingdoms. They're all battling for power, and something happens. Something simmers below the surface. That's all it says. It's like, I don't know what that means. Like, is it like tempers are brewing or something is like literally below the surface of their kingdoms? Who knows? We will find out. City of Dark Magic. It follows this girl who is in a castle. She's cataloging Beethoven's manuscripts and she soon finds herself in a cloak and dagger chase with a handsome time-traveling prince, a 400-year-old dwarf, and a U.S. senator who do anything to keep her dark secrets hidden. Like, what about that doesn't scream read me? Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is just like basically fan fiction of Achilles. Big Fish by Daniel Wallace. It follows the story of Edward Bloom. He tells his son like all these big big fish tales of his childhood. So the son wants to know if these tales are true, so he tries to recreate them. Watchmen by Alan Moore. I'm not too keen on the illustrations. I really don't like them. He's like, to me, like the John Green of graphic novels. Like, he just gets it. He just gets it, and he just gets in there and just throws it in your face, and you're just like, whoa, what just happened? First, when I heard about the concept, I thought it just sounded like a bunch of washed up superheroes, which it kind of is about a bunch of washed up superheroes. I already started reading it a little bit. So it's just one of those things where you're not officially reading it, but you still are kind of reading it. Like, no one will find out that you're reading a book. Dr. Zavarga by Boris Pasternak. It is a movie, but I've never seen the movie because every time I try to watch the movie, my parents are like, no, don't watch it. It's too intense for you. Glad they've stopped me from watching the movie so many times because now I can enjoy the book without the movie in my head. 1984 by George Orwell. Got like this tagline that says, war is peace, freedom is slavery, and Big Brother is watching, with a pair of really creepy eyes. The Blade itself by Joe Abercrombie. It's got 5 characters that it follows. It's set in the medieval time. It's got a nobleman, a wizard, there's conspiracy involved in it, and I think there's 3 books in this series. At the library sale, I found an American Girl book. This is Meet Samantha. I did start collecting the American Girl books when in my younger days. I even got like the paper dolls. And I think Meet Samantha is one that I never had. Years of Light by Jennifer DeLucy. Lillian Hunt has never truly been alive. It sounds like she kind of floats in between worlds. Like, so maybe she's a ghost, and then all of a sudden she is thrust into the real world where then she just has to cope. She learns who she truly is, and then she finds out there is a bunch of people out to get her. The Way of the Shadow by Brent Weeks. Story about kind of like a street rat, kind of, that's how they put him. He's a street rat, and he kind of gets turned into a ninja. Immortal Instrument series. This is book 6, 7, City of Heavenly Fire. But I wanted to point out this edition because, as you guys probably know, it folds out into a very cool poster. But anytime I get the Immortal Instruments books, I always get them at Walmart because Walmart always has exclusive special edition on the back flap that you can actually take out and hang up on your wall, and it says the end is also the beginning. Finale by Becca Fitzpatrick. I'm not going to go into it because it's the last book in the series. Outlander, highest rated book I've ever seen on Goodreads. Everybody who's read it loves it, and it's a whole series, about 100 pages in, and I'm loving it so much right now. I bought this book when it first came out and I was really excited about it, but I think a lot of people has gotten it since then. But if you haven't seen this book yet, or you haven't got it, you got to. It's just the coolest, by far the coolest book I have ever seen, and the background story behind it is just amazing. This is the one I'm most excited about. It's called S. It's by J.J. Abrams and Doug Doris. It's set up like a library book. Even smells like a library book. It's just so much fun. It's called Ship of Theseus, and it's by V.M. Starka. Again, I'm not going to go much into it, but this book is supposed to be a well-loved library book that's been checked out by many people, and it's a story within a story. The characters who take out the book start making correspondence to one another, and you can tell by the different colored inks in the margin of who is who. They put like things within the book to talk to one another. I mean, there's postcards with like writing on them. The introduction to the story is amazing. It hooks you in with a real life story of the author of the Ship of Theseus, and I just can't wait to get back into it. So that was a long book haul. Thanks for sticking with me through it. I just want to say a quick thank you to all the subscribers who have stuck with us through the breaks. We don't want to become burnt out on booktubing because we really do enjoy it, and we hope that you guys enjoy watching it. Like this break that I took, I didn't even read. I'm still reading the same book that I read when I started the break. Yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.